What happens when the so-called woke liberals face the reality of the elections? Get ready for some jaw-dropping moments as these liberals get shut down like never before. Incident 1. A teacher, caught in a viral video, becomes defensive about her outrageous behavior and unhinged threats.
Just because you won doesn't mean we don't remember who the you voted for. And just please don't test your gangster on me, because you will end on a stretcher. So serious. Nobody talk to me unless you want to swing. If you want to fight, text me, call me.
She resigns but then shifts to playing the victim, claiming her life's work as a teacher was misunderstood, trying to salvage her reputation after the public backlash.
This is not who I am as a professional or who I am as a teacher. I've devoted my whole life to this, preparing my whole life. I always wanted to be a teacher from the time I was a young child. I finally worked my way up to that. And I am well respected, which I appreciate. I love my students. I love their families. I love the people I work with. I'm just trying to do what's right now to get my life back on track and get back to what I love, and it's my biggest passion in the world.
What's your message to those parents?
Those parents, I am so sorry that you had to see that side of me, because the only side of me I ever wanted you to see was what you saw.
Incident 2. She blasts the over-dramatized victimhood, pointing out that women in the U.S. already enjoy freedoms like voting, working, and living independently, things women in other countries can only dream of.
What kind of rights do you feel like women don't have in America?
Oh, wow.
What do you think?
Gosh, that's such a good question. I guess it's not necessarily right, but there's not enough female representation in politics.
Yeah, that is a good question. I think women should have the right to feel safe. We deserve a government that supports us.
It's a reality check for the liberal outrage culture.
I swear to fucking God, if a man talks to me, the next time a fucking man yells at me when I'm walking down the street, I'm gonna lose my shit on them. Men are going to live in fear.
Incident 3. She completely shuts down the idea of women being tied down by marriage, calling it lame. She mocks women who have husbands, immediately labeling them as less cool. It's a bitter, woke attack on traditional relationships that gets completely shut down.
I think one of the lamest things you can do as a woman is have a husband. I think it's really lame. Whenever I'm talking to somebody who I think is like somewhat cool and suddenly they're like, oh, my husband, I'm instantly like, oh, you're what? Gross.
Incident 4. Women ending relationships with their boyfriends because their families voted for Trump.
Leave your husband. Leave your husband.
Incident 5. A woman recounts breaking up with her boyfriend over his Trump-supporting family, only for the boyfriend to reveal he himself voted for Trump. This leads to a swift, cold breakup.
And at this point, he said, I'm so confused, I'm so sad, I'm so scared, I don't know, I haven't known what to say, because I voted for Trump too over the weekend with my family. And he just spilled it, just word vomited, because he was just getting so nervous about it, he couldn't keep it in anymore. So that's how I found out, and then, I kid you not, it was a 2-minute breakup. I said word for word after he sent me that, oh boy, yeah, that about does it. And then continued to tell him how disappointed I was in him. And then I unadded him off of everything. And that's how it went. So, yeah, easiest, quickest breakup of my life. I was really upset because he told me his family voted for Trump, so I asked for a few days of space to think about, do I even want to be in a relationship with someone whose family is like that? Because I've cut my own family off for that shit. I'm not going to be associated with that. I'm not. And so I needed some time to think about it, because he really was good to me, and I liked him a lot. And then after a couple days of thinking about it, I reached out to him saying, what time do you want to get together to talk about it?
Incident 6. Here she mocks how some women are scared after Trump's election.
Brainwashed, bitchy, bitter, and now bald?
It's a perfect burn on the exaggerated, hysterical fear that some liberals are pushing post-election.
Liberal women losing their ever-loving minds because Trump got elected again. We need to have a little chat, you and I, okay? Stop it. There is no war on women. You can still walk around Target with your $12 Starbucks latte. You can vote, you can drive, you can start a business. Please get some help. You are spoiled compared to many women in other countries around the world. Your party has manipulated you into thinking that your rights would be stripped. So let me give you a perspective shift. Women in Afghanistan have actually had their rights stripped. They can't work, they can't get an education, they can't speak without permission, they are covered from head to toe, they can't drive, they can't pray out loud. Do you know how absolutely ridiculous it looks to be crying about rights while living in the land of the free?
Incident 7. A man dismisses the overly dramatic reactions of liberals post-election, mocking the notion of a war on women and pointing out that modern women still have more freedom than many women worldwide.
How embarrassing it is to women overseas that actually don't have rights. Do you know how embarrassing it is to people who can't grow hair? Do you realize how fucking stupid you look shaving your head because you're throwing a temper tantrum? I don't feel sorry for you in the least. You can buy a car. You can buy a house. You have a job. You have the freedom of speech. You have the freedom of wearing whatever clothes you want to wear. It all comes down to the same cry of help. Men don't care about us. That's because you're terrible at picking men.
And women who voted for Trump because of this. I'm cutting my hair. I'm telling you right now.
Oh, I'm so scared if Trump wins. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh my God. What are you so scared of? Cheap gas and world peace, you dumb motherfucker? What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? Oh, you're gonna have more money in your bank account. Oh my God. What are we gonna do?
We won't go back. We won't go back. We won't go back. We won't go back.
Are you flipping me off?
We won't go back. We won't go back. Shame.
Shame.
Incident 8. Two girls mocks Kamala Harris for being two-faced, pointing out how she went from vowing to prosecute oil companies to praising them.
As college students at Oklahoma State University, I was really looking forward to having a female leader who truly understands just how stupid college-age voters are. I mean, it's not like we mean anything or add anything to the society anyways. I love fake people. I thought it was so cool when Kamala Harris pledged to prosecute oil companies, and then she switched up and started praising them as well. We don't need blue-collar workers, but I love a fake person, so it's nice to have someone who understands what it's like to be two-faced.
I was really excited to have a president who grew up in the middle class and would remind us that she grew up in the middle class each and every day.
Seeing Megan Thee Stallion shake her butt on stage at a Kamala Harris rally gave me so much hope for our future.
Maybe sure it gave a lot of guys hope too.
Oh yeah.
A little extra excitement.
I was hoping maybe they'd offer free dance lessons or something. I would love to learn how to twerk. Especially at a presidential rally.
Yeah. We wanted someone as funny as Kamala to be our president, so we could have a good laugh every single day.
If you enjoyed that roast, hit that like button, subscribe for more, and share this with your friends. Let's keep the truth rolling. Don't miss out on more crazy takes that expose the madness.